Good morning and welcome back to another Spooligan Fishing and VMO YouTube video. Happy New Year to everyone. Today is the 1st of January 2024, which makes yesterday evening New Year's Eve. I can only guess that many of you are probably still in bed at this early hour. It's currently 4:30 a.m. and I'm heading down towards Barry to fish a mark called Friars Point. Now, you may have seen many videos on Friars Point on YouTube and other social media channels, but I thought it'd be no better way to start the year in a nice easy venue and take me back to a venue that I've fished for many years since I was a child. I'm meeting Carl, one of the Spooligan ambassadors, pretty much for a catch up, maybe get a few fish under the belt. We're not expecting much today. We're expecting it to be very busy because it is out of the weather and out of the wind, and I'm hoping it's out of this rain. Raining very heavy at the moment where I live. However, the forecast does show it drying up at around 6 o'clock for my arrival. The winds will be up, I'm assuming, if the weather has got this prediction right. If so, we're going to start looking at the left hand side of Friars and head to a mark on that side called the Smelly Hole. If we can't get on there, we'll just fish anywhere on that left hand side. We can cubby down into the rocks and have a bit of shelter and keep out of the winds. Not expecting a lot of fish today, if I'm honest. There's not that many fish around at the moment. Only a certain few marks are catching. Looking at the inevitable dogfish, small strap eels, and hopefully, fingers crossed, a couple of rays. Target today being spotted ray, small-eyed ray, and obviously the blonde ray. Parking at this venue, you have to be wary because you cannot park on the approach to the mark itself. It brings you to a dead end. There's some car spaces there. However, it's normally a 2-hour limit. There are some designated car parks not far away from the mark, which I'll put in after this intro to give you guys an idea of where to park. Just make sure you pay in display, like we say in previous videos. Very important. It's not worth getting a ticket for the sake of £4 or £5. It's heavy rain here right now. I am starting to think, what am I doing? But I haven't been out on any of my time off all over Christmas. I had big plans, if I'm honest. Finished work on the 22nd. I planned to go out at least 4 or 5 times through this period. But as everybody knows, the weather's been horrendous. So this is my first opportunity, first break in the weather really, where I've had time to get out. So I'm chomping at the bit to get there. Get some rods out there and hopefully get into a couple of fish. But like I said, if we don't, it's just going to be nice to be out. Fresh air, new start, new year, catch up with friends and just enjoy some time on the beach or on the rocks. You never know, maybe bump into a few people that we know, because I'm assuming there's going to be lots and lots of people down that way. But look, I'm going to set off on my journey. It takes me about an hour and a half from where I am now. Should arrive around 6 a.m. Get to the mark for around 20 past 6. So I'm going to bring you back once on the mark. Maybe when I've got my first rod out. And we'll have a catch up of what's going on. Maybe what's happening with Spooligan in 2024. The baits, the rigs, the usual stuff that's in videos. But if there's anything that you guys would like me to do, or Spooligan team to do whilst out videoing, just let us know. And also, as previously stated in other videos, if you want any information on where we're fishing and how to fish things and fish places, just give us a message and we'll do our best to help. We have of late had a few people message us asking questions about venues, and we've done our best to help. So yeah, give us a shout. But if not, I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope you enjoy what's to come in 2024 from myself, Spooligan, and obviously the team at VMO. Right, let's get on with the journey. I shall see you at the mark. Me and Carl are finally on the mark, and we've chosen the left hand side of Friars Point. Our reason behind that is, as predicted, the winds are quite high, and as we were walking to the mark along the headland, the wind was pretty strong, so we've opted for the left hand side. There are a few anglers here before us, and they are in the mark that we were heading to, called the Smelly Hole. Called the Smelly Hole for obvious reasons. If you ever visit here, you'll soon find it. So there's 2 to 3 anglers to my right, and there is a few anglers that's arrived just after us now who are to my left. We're probably 20-30 yards back towards Barry Island from the Smelly Hole. However, you do catch rays all along this side of Friars. Ideally, me personally, I do like the right hand side. Done very well on that side, and always do for some reason. But today, our only option was the left hand side. We've both got one rod out at the moment. I've chosen to go with anchovy and squid. I'm pretty sure Carl's done the same. So hopefully, we're going to get ourselves an early ray. So for now, we're going to concentrate on that first rod, and we'll get back to you as soon as we get some action. So there we go, first cast on the anchovy and squid, and one of my nemesis, the spotted ray. Not a bad start to 2024 and the ray slam. First one ticked off the list. Who knows, could do a slam in the day. I doubt it. Let's get this one back, get a fresh bait out there and see what's next. Look at this. Sunrise is nearly upon us down here, the beautiful Barry Island. The beachfront all lit up. Beautiful sight. I do believe today will be the New Year's Day dip. So I'm hoping we can get some footage of hundreds and hundreds of people running in to Barry Island to celebrate the New Year. Beautiful. Lovely place. Some great memories. So there we are, a great start to the session and a great start to my 2024. The elusive spotted ray. For some reason, I don't seem to catch many. However, I'm glad about that, if I'm honest. It's not a particular ray that I like, if I'm honest. I like the blonde rays and the small eyes. So yeah, a great start. I've put the rod back out. I think I'm going to stick with one rod as it is for this session. A few more anglers have turned up to our right, so where I said 30 yards between ourselves and the anglers to our right,
there's now another pair of anglers in between us. Carl hasn't managed to catch anything as yet. He just put another rod out, and he's got one in close with a whole joey, just to see if there's any of them lovely silver bars around. I've gone out this time with sandeel and squid. Fingers crossed for one of them big blonde rays that seem to patrol this area. Just run you through my favoured rig for Friars Point. I like to use 6-7 foot long pulley, and as previously stated in my videos, I like the Asso Classic 100 lb rig body and the 80 lb Asso Classic snuds. I favour these Varivas big mouth extra hooks, 5/0s, and what I do use, as you can see there on the end of the rig, something called a soft crimp. And the reason I use these is I'm not a fan of twisting the pennel hook around the line, hooking it into the bait and then pulling it tight. What I find is the bait sometimes spins in the air, it kinks your line. What these do, these eliminate all that and they move up and down. You pinch them with some snips and you can move them up and down accordingly. Bait up, put your top hook in, slide the soft crimp down, and that stops the hook from sliding up and down. You can find these on eBay. You buy them in packets of say 1,000 for a couple of £. They do take a while to get here. The ones I buy are from China. They do come in all different diameters. I think these ones are the 1mm ones, and they go over the Asso Classic 100 lb lovely. So have a little look at them, give them a try, see what you think. But for me, a great addition to all rigs, if I'm honest. It stops all that kinking, and you know, once that kinking is in there, for me the rig is finished. What this does, it allows me to use that rig again and again, depending on the hook sharpness. So yeah, have a look on eBay, get some ordered and have a look what you think. All the components I'm using today are available at VMO. Get yourselves on there, have a look at the new products that they bring out weekly. Get yourselves an order in. Don't forget to get yourself some of the Spooligan gear, and keep your eyes peeled for product 6 that's now going to be in VMO within the next week or so. Also product 7 is also ready and the launch video will be done shortly, and product 8 is now in design, so it's onwards and upwards for Spooligan. And 2024 is possibly going to be a big year for ourselves and all the fellow Spooligans. So keep your eyes peeled, like I said, all the social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and let us know what you think. Here it is, the Barry Island seafront, beautifully lit up by the glorious morning sunshine, albeit it looks like it's going to be very brief. As you can see, people are now starting to walk up to the headland to blow off all of those New Year's Eve hangovers, as it's a lovely brisk walk up to the front, taking in that fresh air. The guys to my left have been here for a while now, haven't caught anything as yet, but I'm sure on the ebb things are going to change for everyone. Carl is now ready to put out another cast. Let's see where she goes. Go on, son. There she goes. Lovely. That's out there. That's out there. Carl just reeling in his second cast, the one that was close in with the macro, but nothing as yet. One of the lads from the left of us has just popped down to have a quick catch up and an update. No fish to the left of us at the moment. I think the guys in the smelly hole have just had a small pouting by the looks of things, so no doubt that'll be going back out for bait. Nothing for me other than that spotty, but it's early days yet, as we all know. This place can fish at any time, and when it does fish, it fishes really well. So as you can see, the early morning daybreak is here. Lovely morning, to be fair. A little bit windy up on top, but sat down here in the rocks where we're lovely and covered. Just sat here hoping, really. Hoping for that big blonde or small-eyed. It's inevitable that you know, we'll have the thornback rays later on in the year. Actually, my first fish last year, I think, was thornback ray, Cardiff foreshore, fishing for cod, believe it or not. But yeah, at least we've got that spotted ray out the way. Carl's getting ready now to put his other cast out. Anchovy and squid. Loves a blonde, that man. Loves a blonde. It was nice to see Mr. Dean Booker back on the videos. I know he's been doing some of his own fishing of late, and from what he's told me, some great success as well. So yeah, well done, mate, and good to see you back on the videos. And a good watch, to be fair. We've got some great guys now doing videos for the VMO YouTube channel. You must have seen Ben Davis and Dave Bowring doing some fantastic content, fantastic videos, and obviously their latest one in Ventura, where they caught some monstrous fish with some epic footage. So yeah, big shout out goes to those guys, because you know what, a lot of time and effort goes into these videos. There's a lot of editing goes on in the background, you know, and we also got to do our fishing at the same time, so try and catch fish for you guys. So yeah, it's tricky, but enjoyable. I love it. We've got a lot of things planned over the next 12 months with Team Spooligan. Plenty of videos, plenty of venues, fingers crossed, plenty of fish. I know that the brains behind the operation, Craig, he's got some serious camera equipment. As you've noticed, his drone license. So yeah, he's upgraded his kit, and he's looking forward to editing some of the videos that we produce as a team. So keep your eyes out for some of his work, because in my eyes the man's a genius. He definitely knows what he's doing behind the camera, and I'm sure he's going to produce some epic videos for you guys to watch. So it's looking good. It's looking good for this year. I guess it's down to me and the ambassadors now to catch some fish, choose the right venues, get the conditions correct, and give him the armory to do what he does best, I think. But for now, let's concentrate on today's fishing and stay positive, stay focused, and obviously keep going. As you can see, Parry Island beachfront in daylight, and as of yet we haven't had the big New Year's Day dip. However, as you can see in the distance, there's a few people that have already started and are making their way into the water. I'll be honest, definitely not for me, but each to their own. The runners that were running around the coastline and back through the island have now stopped. I don't know where they've got to, but the beach is filling up, as is the walk along the headland. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, tide is now on the ebb, so fingers crossed the fish begin to feed. I'm going to fish 2 hours down now and then make a decision on what's next. As you know, the tide is ebbing and we're now into some prime time fishing, hopefully. It's time to get the rod in, rebait, and get that anchovy squid back out there. Just to let you know, the squid that we are using today is from Southwest Sea Baits, as is the anchovies, and we have some large sand eels with us today. Carl has got some mackerel that he's been fishing in close with. Anglers to our left have been down for a quick chat and a catch up. Nothing to report from down there as yet, but it's always nice that you recognise the products on the side of the seat box and asked how things were going, so I gave him a quick update. I also let him into the secret of product 6 and product 7. So other than the people involved at VMO and Spooligan, he is the only man that knows what's coming. So he seemed excited and looking forward to the products being launched. He did say he watched our video from over Nels Point as well, which was nice to hear. So anyway, it's like I said, it's some prime time fishing now for us. It's time to knuckle down, stay positive, stay focused, and keep going. You know, the Spooligan way. But fingers crossed, we can get into another ray before this video ends, and it's time to head home. If we don't, you know, we have tried, but you know, regardless of catching the fish, it's been a lovely morning. It's been great to get out on the first day of January 2024, and even better to catch that spotted ray and get it off the list for me. Lovely fresh air. It's nice and fresh here today. Yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. So listen, I'm going to get my rods out and give it a real good go now for the last 2 hours, and hopefully be back soon with a decent catch report. So Saturday just gone, me and Craig took another visit up to Veals HQ to take yet another Spooligan delivery, and whilst there, have a little shop as you do. I was looking for something in particular, the new Cedra Super Crane swivels and the Cedra hooks. Because whilst being out on the beach of late, having a chat to a few of the anglers along the coast, a lot of people seem to be using these hooks and swivels. So, I thought, why not get a few packets of each and give them a shout. So, these are the swivels I picked up. Super cranes, size 2s, and the 4.0 and 5.0 Cedra Aberdeen hooks. So after this session, as I get back into work and before my next session, I'll be making some rigs with these components, and I'll be giving them a good blast and a good test next time I'm out. I shall no doubt let you know what my thoughts are, but I can only imagine they're going to be as good as all the products that Cedra do. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled on the next video, and hopefully I'd have had time to make some rigs using these products and give my honest opinion on what I think. Look at that, beautiful. In the distance over there, you can see Nels Point. Love that mark. Love that mark. Always seems to do some nice fish for myself, and now and again throws up a decent cod. So I haven't had anything as yet this year, but I'm sure one lucky angler is going to catch that cod that everybody's dreaming of, because this Barry coastline definitely holds some decent sized cod. Just a matter of time, I think. Turned out to be a lovely morning, to be honest. It's not as bad as we thought. Setting out this morning, and even walking over to get to the mark this morning, the winds were really up, but it seems to have calmed down slightly. I'm hoping that it stays the same now for the next few hours. We'll fish a couple of hours into the ebb, see if the fish turn on, and hopefully get a few more, because as it stands, we've had a couple of dogfish, a small eel, the one spotted ray, a couple of pouting to the guys to our right. I think they're fishing flapper rigs with worm close in, but sometimes that is the tactic. It beats the blank, and some people enjoy catching them small species. I know for me and Carl, if we catch that type of species, it's in the freezer box, home, and back out next session. Use them as lovely bait. Nothing better than a fresh pouting or a fresh whiting. Definitely getting busy along here now with the walkers. A few people have stopped to say hello. Recognised us from the YouTube channel videos, and they've seen the Spooligan kit on my box, so that's always good. Puts a smile on my face. Lovely. What a morning. Anyway, no more waffling from me. Down to business. Rebait. Get the rods back out. So here we go. Time to bait up. Anchovy. What I like to do, just trim the head off, just behind the gill plates. Trip about 10mm off the tail. Run the scissors around the centre, just to take the line in the hook. My 5.0 Varavast Big Mouth Extra. Take my squid, add that on the front, nice and streamlined. Take my cotton, whip it on nice and neatly, keeping it nice and streamlined, ready for the cast. Plenty of cotton. I favour the Tronix Pro latex in heavy. I find it accommodates all my fishing. I do use the Innova heavy elastic down west when fishing for taupe and the bigger species, mind, but definitely up this side of the channel I use the Tronix Pro. So plenty of elastic on, whip it right up to the end and back down. Keep going. Never think there's too much on there. And make the loop. Put the cotton through. Pull tight. And that ties it off. Never forget your rag. The handiest piece of kit you'll have while sea fishing. Top hook to the top, pull it through, and what we spoke about before, the soft crimp, pull it down to the top of the hook, and there we have it. Perfect bait. Let's get it up the top, wind it up, and get it out there.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of today's session. Nothing much more to report other than more of these. So it's time for us to pack up and go home, as I think the rays never arrived and I don't think they're going to. So I'm going to make my way home, get home nice and early, hopefully to a nice roast dinner. But we shall see what Mrs. Cooper has done for me. The guys to our right, far right, they've had a small eel, and the guys just to our left here, they've had a small spotted ray. I think that's it really. I haven't seen any other fish come out. It's very, very busy down here today, so maybe that hasn't helped matters, I'm unsure. But we're going to get our kit packed up now, make our way back to the van and make our way home. So until the next one, we shall see you again soon. I know that we're going to be out now towards the end of the week, hopefully, depending on the weather, and hopefully get a few fish for you. Different venue possibly, but yeah, for now, Happy New Year to you all, and let's look forward to see what 2024 brings us, both Spooligan and VMO, because the future is definitely looking bright for both of us and some exciting times coming. So again, Happy New Year, and we'll see you on the next one.